Welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. The 125-foot super yacht in front of us today is one of the nicest I think I've ever been on. This is a 2018 Custom Line 120. It's listed for sale by Jason Wood at Yacht Habit. Now this is an award-winning 5-cabin, 6-head super yacht built by Custom Line, which is a brand owned by the Ferretti Group. It has so many great features inside. The interior design is impeccable. And we are going to do a full walkthrough tour of this beautiful super yacht today. Let's go ahead and get started. Now right away at the back of the yacht, you'll see this massive transom wall, and there is a huge and very functional garage on the inside. Because of how the yacht is tied up at the show, we're not going to be able to open this in the beginning, but I can get into the garage from the inside, so we'll be doing that in a little bit. But we're going to make our way on board through this passerelle, and we'll step into this beautiful aft deck. Now this is a 12-foot live edge custom oak table. So obviously all 12 guests on board can easily dine at this table. And then check out this massive door that leads into the main salon on the opposite side. As you'll see, this entire area is opened, and that's because the door is actually overhead. So when this is lowered, you can slide open one of the powered glass doors across, or of course, you can set it up in this configuration where the entire wall of glass will flip up, connecting these two spaces. And then if we step a little bit more forward, you'll see you have this bar area with a sink, you have prep space, and then you have refrigeration underneath and an ice maker. So your aft deck is extremely well catered for. And now we're going to head inside this beautiful Custom Line 120. So here we are in the main salon. And like I said, the interior design on this yacht, in my opinion, it's basically perfect. I love the color combinations they did in here. And you'll see there are some shades that sort of block it, but you do have floor-to-ceiling windows that run up and down the sides of this main salon. And then if we continue stepping forward, actually, I almost forgot. This is your main salon, so you're going to want to have a TV. And the TV is actually located in the ceiling in this panel right here. And this TV will fold down. But beyond just that, it can face either the main salon or it can be rotated to face the aft deck. So if you want to put out some comfortable chairs out here and watch TV facing in, you can certainly do so. And then there is another TV over here in the dining room, just in case. Here you'll see the dining room. And that TV is also up in the ceiling right here. Now we're going to continue forward to the master cabin. And right here you'll see the main side entrance, as well as the stairs that lead down to the guest cabins. But like I said, let's continue forward to the master cabin. We'll take a quick stop at the day head. So now let's see what the owner's stateroom looks like. You have a little seating area right here. And then over on this side of the room, as you'll see, it's the full beam of the super yacht. You have another extremely large window over on this side, and your TV is mounted up on the wall. And you have this gorgeous model of the super yacht. And because we're at the show, I can't give you a profile shot, so this will have to suffice. As you'll see, there's an incredible foredeck area. which you will see in a little bit. And then the ensuite is forward, and you can head in either direction. You have this little dressing table right here. Here's the first sink. And this is set up in a him and her configuration, so you have the toilet and bidet. And these are on both sides of the ensuite. So if we head over here to the other side, you'll get the same thing. Your sink is right here. On this side, instead of the dressing table, you have this huge shower with the beautiful stone inside, and it's a rainfall shower. And one thing I'm also liking is you have skylights giving you extra natural light or ventilation in here, and you have a skylight on both sides. And of course, you have the toilet and bidet on this side as well. Let's get one last look at the full length of this room. And we will continue on to the guest cabins. But before we get there, I also need to point out the walk-in closet right here. So like I said before, this yacht sleeps up to 12 guests, or if I didn't say it, this yacht does sleep up to 12 guests. So you have 4 guest cabins down here. Here you have 2 cabins that would be considered the VIP, and these are mirrored. So you have the bed facing the window. You have good sized closets. And each room has its own iPad where you can control all of the entertainment systems, the AC, everything you need to be comfortable. Each room can control it from this iPad system. And if we close this door, you also have a little mini fridge in each cabin. And this door is really thick and sturdy. Everything on this yacht, looks-wise, the design is incredible, but it also feels like a very sturdy and high-quality yacht. And the ensuite is right here. You have that same beautiful stone on the countertops. And in the shower, you have the rainfall shower, as well as the bench over here. And then in this room, I like how it's closed off. You have the toilet and bidet. So like I mentioned, these 2 VIP cabins are mirrored, so you're going to get the exact same thing in here. Beautiful large bed. Here you can see what it looks like with the TV that pops up in front of the window. That other room does have that. It's the same ensuite that you had in the last one. And then you can see there's also a pocket door, so you can close this whole area off if you want. And this room will also have the mini fridge behind the door. And your closet right over here. Here you have an electrical control panel. Really easily accessed for the crew. And in these last 2 cabins, here's what this bed looks like when the 2 single beds are pushed together. You can see the crack in the frame right there. But this is still a really good sized cabin. You have the large window, the accent lighting in the ceiling, the TV up on the wall. Your closet is right in here. And, of course, the ensuite. One thing I really like is that even though it's a little bit different of a configuration, this shower does not disappoint. You have a really high level of finishes in every single room, every single ensuite, and the toilet and bidet is behind the door. And then here is what this cabin looks like with the 2 single beds that are separated. And just like the last one, TV, closet, and ensuite. Look how beautiful that accent lighting looks on the stairs. But now we've seen all the guest cabins, and we're gonna head over to the galley as well as the crew area next. So we're back in the main salon. There is a side access door to access this side, as well as the stairs that lead up to the bridge. We'll head there. Actually, let's head up to the bridge now. You can see the little L-shaped seating area, all of the captain's required items. And this is an extremely aggressive looking bridge. You have these 4 large monitors. Excuse me, you have the 4 monitors up here. You have 2 more right down here. And as you can see, these are monitoring all of the ship's different systems. I'm actually counting 8 monitors in total. So you can see it's a very modern, well-designed bridge, and you have all of your equipment right here. And of course, it's hard to see out the front right now because they have the screens on, because we're at the boat show and it'll get very hot without these screens. And then you also have a few steps up to the Flybridge, but we're not ready for this area yet. We're gonna stay inside for now. So here you'll see a little prep space. And then continuing forward, you end up in the galley. You have Miele appliances on this one. Over here we have the upper laundry. And then the crew has graciously allowed me to quickly check out their area. Here you'll see the crew mess. You have another washer and dryer on this side. They have a drink fridge, a refrigerator, microwave, good size sink. And then there are 4 crew cabins. There's 2 singles and 2 doubles. So we're just gonna take a quick peek into the captain's cabin. So this is what one of the singles looks like. Full standing headroom. It's a pretty good sized space. And then that ensuite is right here. And it has a full separate shower stall, so that's always great to see. And the sink. Thank you so much. All right, so we've been sneaking our way around a little bit, but now we're gonna head up to the foredeck. Here's that main entrance that we saw earlier. And this is an extremely expansive, extremely impressive foredeck. You have storage in these areas right here. You have some sun pads flanking either side. Here are those skylights into the master cabin's ensuite. And then you do have additional toy storage underneath these areas right here. And if we take a few more steps down, you have L-shaped seating areas flanking these two tables. Obviously, this would be an amazing place to hang out, have a morning cup of coffee. And you can see some of the equipment underneath. As well as the bell all the way forward. So I think we're gonna head up to the Flybridge, which you can see right up here, through the stairs on the aft deck. And then we'll head back down through the bridge, is most likely the route we're gonna be taking. If you've been enjoying this super yacht tour, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. I always appreciate it. Actually, I spoke too soon. A client has actually snuck on board and they're looking at the Flybridge right now. So we are going to detour back down to the engine room and the garage I mentioned in the beginning of the video. And you are definitely going to want to see the garage. So let's check out the engines first. They're right back here. This yacht has 0-speed stabilizers. You have your twin MTU engines. These engines are 2,638 horsepower each. Your top speed is around 25 knots. You can cruise at 22 knots, and at 11 knots, you'll get about 1,050 nautical miles of range. So this is a pretty quick, very sporty super yacht. As you probably saw from the model in the owner's cabin, the profile of this yacht is beautiful. And here is the garage that I've been excited to show you. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about in this garage. First, you'll see the tracks right here, and there's also a set of chocks on the far side of the room. So this garage is known as a float in and float out garage. What that means is, with the push of a button, the swim platform will lower, and this area down here will flood with water. You can drive your tender or a jet ski right up into this area. This can fit up to a Williams 556 jet tender and a 3-seat jet ski. So the jet ski is housed right over in that area, and you'll see that winch or crane in the ceiling. That will just send that over in that direction. And then you can do the same exact thing where you drive your tender right up into these wheels. You can secure it in place, drain the garage, and then your toys are stored. You also have 2 C-Bob holders / fast charging stations back there. And you also have a diesel fueling station for your jet tender. All of that is pretty impressive as is, but if you look back here, you'll see that the inside of this garage is actually teak lined, And that's because this door can be opened up in either direction. When you're loading your tender, this door will flip up. If you want to have a beach club platform right off the back of the super yacht, this will also fold down in the opposite direction, top down. And then you can set up a shower that connects into it. You can put umbrellas on it. I think that's a really great design, very functional with the rest of the garage. You have to let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. So we've seen every area now except for the Flybridge. And let's see if that has cleared up. One other thing I forgot to mention, there's also a 3 tank at a time scuba dive bottle compressor in that garage that we just saw. So lots to love in the garage down there. So back here you'll see you have the jacuzzi up on the Flybridge, surrounded by some aft sun pads. You get a beautiful view from up here off the back of your super yacht. Here is a life raft. And here is the rest of the Flybridge. We have these large seating areas. I like how the tables up here match that custom table down below on the aft deck. This is obviously an extremely expansive seating area. You have a large fridge and freezer for storage underneath these cushions in these sections here. You have a second set of controls right up here. And then over here you have a sink underneath here, as well as an ice maker and a fridge. I also really like, even though you have the hardtop, they have these really large skylights up here. And I think you can make them out. You see these little things in the ceiling here? This is actually for a misting system. So if you're up on the Flybridge, you're just exhausted, it's extremely hot, you can turn this on and have water mist right down on top of you. So I think that's the last fun little feature I'm going to point out on this gorgeous yacht. So thank you so much to Yacht Habit for letting me film this tour. I'm a huge fan of the interior design of this yacht. I love how everything is decorated. I love the layout. I love all the features in the garage. Let me know in the comments what your favorite section of the yacht was, and we will catch you next time.